Hello everyone, today we're going to be playing some Core Keeper. I'm super excited. The update that just came out is the Bags and Blast update, so I haven't played in a little while, since about October, and I'm recording this in March, so a little bit of time has passed. There's been quite a few little things that have been changed. But yeah, so we're going to start a playthrough, and this is actually going to be a bit of a long playthrough. I've played quite a bit of the game and I know what happens in it for the most part, except for what's changed. So we're gonna try and do like I guess like a forever world in a kind of way, but it's going to be something similar to that. Right, so I'm going to get started. Like, there's no point in just waiting on this. We're just gonna get right into it. So the world name, I'm just gonna call it we'll call it Forever. And I had to do the little troll man caveling icon because he's so cute. Game mode, I'm just going to play standard this time. I might do a hardcore one in the future, but for now that's what we're doing. And you can see the world seed here, so if you like watching this and you want to play on the similar one. So the only thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to play around with the settings. Chambers, I leave... No, oh wait, hold on, let me scroll back to the top. Whoa. Biome chaos is at normal. I'm gonna lower it because I want kind of like large biomes, and this is the best way to get it. Or density, I'll leave normal. Tunnels normal, chambers normal, rivers normal, lakes normal. Pits, I'm reducing them because I mostly want a load of flat area because I plan to do a lot of building in this series. And ceiling holes, I'm just gonna leave to normal because they create some really lovely light in like the meadows and stuff. But without any further ado, let's get into this. We're going to delete this character. And we're going to do ascended character type. I was thinking about doing hardcore, but again, I don't really want to permanently die. Not to say that I don't think that I won't, but I do think that I probably will. So we'll leave the hair color there. Eye color... I like the blue. Shirt's fine. Pants are fine. What about hairstyle? Yeah, let's change that. Like that one. Background. We're going to go ranger. Just because I want that wood bow early on and the 3 combat range. I quite like range in this game. I have played it a lot. Magic's really nice and everything works really well, and we'll do a little bit of everything to be fair, but I want to start off with range because I think I can take down the first boss quite early on with that. So let's get into this. So I'm super excited. So in a place far away from anywhere else. You're part of a group of explorers making your way through the forest. Feeling a strange presence, you notice something between the trees. Drawn to it, you approach the strange relic and raise a hand towards it. It's gonna get zapped, everybody. Upon touching its surface, a blinding light engulfs you. See? Zapped. Let me in! Look at us! So, if you've never played Core Keeper, you spawn in this lovely little area. It has a lot of wood around. You've got the main core here, and then you've got different little like idols for the bosses that you will eventually fight. Now, I am going to first off make some torches because absolutely gonna need them. Now, I've played this game so many times with my partner, and we've kind of restarted each time there's been an update. We were playing this in early access and loved the game, and then when it came out, we've been playing it even more. And then I took a little break from it. So I've done this starting area a bit, quite often. Now, I always end up doing the same thing, and the same thing being I turn this little starting area into a base. I think for the sense of trying something new with this playthrough, that's not what I'm going to do. So I think we're going to look at what we can do to maybe play outside of this area. So like in the beginning, I might make a room off of it or try and figure out something. Maybe even build like a shack somewhere like above it. But normally I end up turning this room into a bit of like a home. And I'm gonna try and not do that. Yeah, so we're gonna make us a pickaxe. I'm going to go ahead and make a workbench and a chest because we will need those soon enough. And we're going to go on a little adventure. I'm not going to go far from this place because, again, this lovely thing right here is actually a waypoint. So it makes sense not to go too far. So let's see for a second. I think my sound's a little bit low. I think that might be a bit better. Yeah. Get the sound up so you can hear the lovely music. It is really, really nice. So, heck, let's go this way. There's already ore this way, so that'd be good to do. I have to remember that I actually have a weapon on me. So a lot of times when I play this game, I don't actually choose a, like a background for my character. I just hop in and play. It's not bad choosing a background, but because there's like a level of challenge when you just start a full blank slate. But we didn't really want to do that this time. Wanted to play around and show you guys some of the fun stuff that happens when you choose a background. Now there are loads, and I recommend if you do play Gorekeeper, that you have a little look into which background you might enjoy. I think the best way to do it is play a game with a background and then just see where it goes. Right, so we have a little mushroom dude down here. Oh, he's gonna be my first victim. Right. Let's see if I could do this. Yeah, there we go. See? What I'm doing. Right. I think this little area would be quite nice because we're not too far from anything, you know? Plus, I like the little area of green here. And we can make a nice little farm area, I think. Right. So, with that being said, let's start. We're gonna build a little base first, and I think that's kind of the way to go, because I really need to start working towards getting food, and that's one of the things I quite like about this game, is the, like, food aspect and cooking. You can be a chef, which is very, very cute. One of my favorite other, like, things to play as. I feel like this will be a nice starting area. It should be big enough to pretty much put all the workbenches and stuff that I'm going to want to get fairly early on in here. Now, one of the other things that I really enjoy in this game is the fishing. I know some people really dislike the fishing minigame, but you can kind of skip that by being able to get, like, a rod early on that's pretty decent if you get lucky enough to find it, and then you don't have to worry about that fishing minigame. Right. So, we put our first workbench down, and let's get a furnace. Yeah, that's really where we're gonna have to start. I could start building, but I'm not going to. We've kind of got the area marked out that we want. I already know how I want it to look. But there's no point yet. Let's get a little bit more of this. So, unlike a lot of games where when you have your furnace for smelting that you have to have a fuel to get it to work, you don't need that in this game. It just smelts. It just takes a little bit of time, which I find really, really nice, giving me the ability not to have to worry about, like, oh, do I have enough of this resource to make this work? Right. So, first thing that's happened, if you've not noticed, I have absolutely just, I think, yeah, it's fine. You can kind of see it. I'll lean over. I've killed the durability to this pickaxe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop it into this chest for the time being, because once we get a repair workbench, I can salvage it and it will give me scrap parts, even though I didn't use any to make this one. It's just straight up wood. So we're going to make another wood one for the time being. Yeah, because I can't. Yeah, I'm not smelted anything to be able to do that yet. So right, so I can get. We're gonna go for the repair workbench for the time being. Now I'm going to pop this guy on the other side over here. That one. Throw it in there and salvage it. So as you can see, I got scrap parts. So this is a really kind of way to fudge it early in the game to get scrap parts, because you don't use any scrap parts to make the wood ones, but you do get them if you salvage them. So right, I'm just going to continue just opening this up a little bit. I see there's more ore here. So sometimes I play with the ore on like higher density, which is quite nice. Especially early on, because sometimes trying to find the ore, like you really have a challenge for it. Other times you get really good spawn, which is not the thing. Right, so the way that the mushrooms guys work is they run at you and then they hit stuff. Be careful, they can like damage this. And yeah. It's not great if they damage it. But I'm hoping... Right, so if you notice, the screen is going to start shaking a little bit, and that is because we've come up upon the first boss, actually. So I have the slime boss. He will be up around here. Ooh, we got a ring of stone. That's gonna be really helpful early on. Let's go throw it on. So, the ring of stone is a mining ring. It gives plus 14 mining damage. So we want to get a ring of rock. And they kind of connect and work very well together. So this is an angry slime. And now we've got our first waypoint. So with the waypoint, I can travel back to the beginning room that I was talking about. Now, I do want to go up there and mess with him, but I'm not going to do it yet. We do not have enough food for that. We're actually not doing great on food, and so I'm going to try and get a little bit more ore so that we can go back and make a little food station. I think I should have enough easily. I say that, watch when I go back, I don't. But these aren't too far apart, so it's not bad, it's not great. So you can see our first waypoint is just here, and on the map, our second one is there. I mean, it is pretty cool if you try and build something in between and utilize the two waypoints, but I don't know. I don't know what we'll do this game. Really don't know. Let's see. Throw the ore in there and let that start smelting. How much do we need? We're going to need 4 copper bars, so yeah, I can make that. That's no issue. Now what I am going to do is I'm going to make some, pretty much, I'm going to make a little, like, passage. Do this. So if I go there, and there, and then put that in there. It should keep this nice and tidy so nothing comes in. And how much is a door? Used up one of my copper bars. Didn't think about that. The door is 2 copper bars. Right, fine. Won't worry about that for now. Yeah, I will worry about it because I have no chill. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is just put another little gate here. And this should hopefully stop any creatures kind of coming in here. It's not gonna be perfect, but I mean, it gets kind of things set up. I don't need these for now. I'm going to light this up because I feel like it was a bit dark. Right, so let's put these up. Now, we've not really gathered as much as I would have liked when it comes to food, but that's something we will sort. It's fine. Now, I'm trying not to eat the food rations. If you've played this game before, they're lovely to keep for later on. Like, if you go somewhere and need to have some food rations for a bit of a proper explore. So we're gonna make 100 pretty easily. We're gonna take my mushroom soup. And I'm going to put some mushroom soup in my belly. Right. So I really need to get the next level up with this, which is going to be 6 copper bars. We've got 2, so we just really need to just go and find some copper. So that's what we're going to do. I've got technically enough on my little pickaxe that we should be able to get maybe 1 or 2 more, or get enough to not have to worry about it. I say that, we might not have enough. I might have been being a little hopeful there. Nothing more there. How are we doing? We've got 5. Technically, I should have enough. Let's see if we can go. Nope. That's fine though. I'm going to get this wood. Well, there was some there, I just didn't notice it. It's fine. You come with me. Out there, make another little bit of food. See if we can quickly get a little bit more of our copper ore, and then we're gonna make a copper workbench, and then that way I can just make a better pickaxe, because I am struggling with this little pickaxe a little bit, but hopefully that'll all be good. I think that's enough. Was it 5 or was it 6? 6. Let me see if they've done this. Yes! Quality of life update! Right, so before you weren't able to actually salvage your workbenches, you just had to destroy them. The fact that I could do that now is amazing. It's so amazing. So we're gonna salvage those. I'm going to go here. And once we get those done, I'm going to make me a better pickaxe. And we are going to have a much better time. So, I really don't know how I want the first little bit of our house to look. I think this main area here is going to be the house, and then we'll have, like, the garden on this side. I feel like that's a fair idea. I am going to just dig this out, because I do want a fair chunk of space here. So then, if I can find some meadow blocks, that'll also make us a little ranch here. I'm thinking very far ahead right now. That's not gonna happen for a little while. But gotta start planning somewhere, right? Oh, yes. So we got our first chest. So when you're mining, you can get chests that spawn, and you gotta get a key for them. So we don't have a key, which is alright, not an issue. But do at least have our first chest. So I'm just gonna place it here. I mean, I can put it in the little chest that we already have, but no point at the moment. Right, so we've got our little area set up, and I think this should work pretty well for what we're looking for like a little home-based area. It's not far enough away. I mean, my thought is, because the way this game works, if you've never played Core Keeper, is that everything is set up by rings. So you'll have your first ring, your second ring, your third ring. So we may move our base as we go, but for now we're going to set up in this little spot because I think this is probably the easiest thing to set up in. Now I'm going to do a little bit of terraforming. I really shouldn't because there's no reason to this early on, but can you blame a girl? I do quite enjoy just the amount you could do in this game and how cool it is. And I really do recommend it. If you want to play like a really fun game that's kind of like Terraria, Stardew, all those games kind of mixed together in a very different way, then I totally recommend this game. I find it really good for being creative. There are some people who make some of the coolest, like, buildings and stuff and bases. I follow quite a lot of Korean, Chinese, and Japanese players who do some really cool things with this game that I have no clue how they even make it look that nice. My bases do not ever look that nice, I should say. I already know there's a lot of items that I want that are only going to be found in some of the latter areas, so I'm gonna have to kind of temper my expectations with this first level base just being like a cute little small thing. Or I'll end up trying to make something that's a lot bigger than what I can actually afford to do, I guess you should say. When we get iron and I'm able to get a bucket, we will do a little bit of waterscape. Just because I do like having cute little water areas. Is that repair? Yeah. I'm not going to make a better shovel than this, because there's no real need, because we're just digging up dirt. If we were digging up, like, anything else, I could possibly be like, okay, we could get a better one to do this. But ain't really a point when you're using it on dirt. I think I should have enough. If this works out where I have just enough to do all this, I will be very pleased, and I think it's going to. No. My ability to misclick in this game is something special, let me tell you. Right, so we've got our cute little area. Like, so pleased with this. And then this will be our house, once I get enough stuff to actually make a house. So we're gonna throw some food in our bellies because my character is significantly hungry. And we're going to go explore a little bit. So, on top of exploring, I am going to be grabbing as much as I can, food-wise, as I find it. I don't really want to go anywhere further up, because up again, being the slime boss up there. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go back to the starting area and dig down, because I know at least that way is not that boss. Since we already found him, and I'm very happy we've already found him. I will say, if you find games where you have to do, like, loads of digging and stuff annoying, you will not like this game. It is fun, and I quite like the, like, repetition of what you're doing. I don't mind it. But I've played this with friends who get very much like, I'm so tired of digging. Though there's, like, loads you could do. So, we've got a very large mushroom man down there. And technically I should be able to take him out. Because I've got this. Just gonna have to make him mad. Come on. Come on. Woo! Alright. Come on. They destroy walls. They're actually really good about doing this. There we go. Hey, we got a giant mushroom. Let's go. I'm gonna throw this and go ahead and eat it. Just because of my poor character's hungry. But now we've got more health. That's always good, because I'm gonna get smacked a lot later on in this game. I'm not bad at the combat, but I definitely won't say I'm good at it. Poor last little guy. Pick up some wood. Just because I know the thing that I want to do is make wood walls to get started with the house. I would like to use stone, but that's going to take much more time to get to. Only because I'm not going to have that. Now see, that looks like something interesting down there. So we're going to punch these. I'm going to go collect all this. Let me tell you, the random blocks of, like, explosives, my favorite thing. Such a lovely thing when it comes to doing anything. Ooh, I got a fancy bush. Oh, you are coming home with me. So I can decorate. And I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Now, what did we get? Why that explodes? Let's have a little look. So, I've got some grub capote seeds, heartberry seeds, black pepper seeds. That's all I really got out of that. Sad, but not bad. Hi, little friend. There's so many worms. Which is sad that I don't have a ability to pick them up yet. So worms are great for fishing and things like that. Or not for fishing. Are they good for fishing? I don't remember if you can make bait or not. My brain is failing me. But they're really good for when you keep some of the animals, they eat bugs. And so you need to get bugs for them to eat. Right. Now, I have explored quite far. I think it would be very smart if I find my way back, cook some more food, and see what else I could possibly build. Now, one thing I want to do, even though this stuff is lovely because it spawns mushrooms, having too much of this in an area can cause mobs to spawn. I don't know if that's been fixed or not, but I definitely want to remove it just in case. My luck is that I would not have a good time if I get mob spotted. So we've got another chest and I didn't have to build it, so that's always lovely. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw all of our food items in here because yeah, that's it on the food items, isn't it? What we got in here? We got any food items? Yeah, that's technically a food item. Wonderful. Now, everything but the root seeds is going in my inventory because we are going to make a little area that's a farm, including using those. So, I'm going to need a hoe, but I don't have. Now I do. So we're gonna go into this corner. Now the thing is, if you've not played this, you don't always get a seed back from growing an item, which isn't an issue, but it does mean that I am going to be screw it, it'll all go together. Trying to figure out the best way to lay out a little farm, but I think this is it. Just combining it's fine. I'm only 2 plants off, which is not bad at all. Throw that in there. Now what I want to do is I want to go here, go down one, and build a fair chunk of that. Now I don't have to worry about any creatures getting in here. I look forward to the point where I can put torches on the like fences. Right. So we've got our little farm set up over here. I just need to go and get some water. Find a water source. So that's gonna be the next big thing. What do I need? I need 4 copper for that. So we need more copper. Let us repair that. So yeah, so I'm just gonna throw a little bit of that down and hopefully we'll get some mushrooms out of it. Just because I can. I'm going to decorate a little bit. I really don't need to, but I want to. If I can get a tree to go in this middle part here, I'll be real pleased. There we go. So we've got a cute little garden area. Again, I don't need this really at this point in time, but I can't stop myself, to be honest. There we go. Right. Now, nothing of that is going to grow until I get a water thing. Now, I've got some bits of water here, which is amazing, actually. I won't have to go too far for it. If you can't guess, I'm sitting in loads of slime. Don't think I want to go this way yet. But yes, our big baddie slime is up that way. And I am not in any place to fight him yet. I like torching everything because I feel like I have a few times been like slightly jump scared by things coming down a tunnel and not realizing. So, also looks like we got a fair amount of water over here. Yeah, I know you're hungry. So we got some water here as well, which is good. So I think what we're gonna do is I'm going to try and quickly get a watering can, get our stuff watered, and then go from there. I don't think I got any other... Did. Oh. We almost got a full little garden. Those in there for now, and that. And that, because I don't really need it. Just need one more copper bar, and then I can make a watering can. Go get some water, water everything. See, so as you can see, I did put a bit of like the mushroom spawn stuff, and we've got a little mushroom monster down there. So I'm going to have to get rid of some of that, I think. So that hopefully he doesn't spawn anymore. So I don't want them to spawn. Don't think I've done enough to make a big one spawn, but we'll just spread it out a little bit. Oh, there we go. Hopefully, maybe that'll work. It probably isn't going to, and I'm hopeful in a way that I don't think is going to make much sense. So, we shall continue. Yeah, this is gonna be the problem, is no matter what I do, I'm not gonna have enough water. But it's going to take some time to get a, be able to move a water source down here. Ow. So rude. There we go. So we've got everything sorted. So I think this is where we're going to stop here for the first episode. If you've watched this far, thank you very much. I absolutely love Core Keeper, and this is going to be a series. Even if nobody really watches, I will continue to do. If you've enjoyed the video, please like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I hope you will watch the next episode that comes out. Thank you very much, and have a lovely evening, day, or night.